Dear students, good morning everybody. In the previous class or in the last class, we are going to discuss the lesson Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. We have to know that we are going to discuss about the student life of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And also we know that how Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was a virtuous reader, how he was very eager to purchase 2000 books in New York, and how he was a supplier at books through the 32 box to India. And again, we know that he was influenced by the 14th Amendment of that USA Constitution regarding the freedom of black Americans. And also he was very influenced in India through the work of Mahatma Phule and Mahatma Gandhi also. So today, dear students, today we are going to start continue that from 5th paragraph itself. Let us know what are the main important things happened in this next paragraph. Look at the textbook. Now I want to read this lesson. As a chairman of drafting committee, Dr. Ambedkar anticipated every conceivable recruitment of the new Poland, drawing from the examples and experience of other nations and the distinctive needs of our own society. He raised brick by brick the magnificent edifice which now stands as the fundamental rights in the Constitution of India. There were of course other luminaries of the committee like Aladi Krishnaswamy Iyer, K.M. Munshi and N. Gopalaswamy Iyer, who also made virtual contributions to the process of constitution making. But if there is no one person who will be remembered as the pilot of the various provisions of the Indian Constitution, it will surely be Dr. Ambedkar. He developed on Dr. Ambedkar to explain to the assembly with a combination of tact and frankness and utmost patience the meaning of the scope of the different provisions of the draft constitution. He had the rare gift of unraveling the most complicated legal concepts in the language which the layman understood. Dr. Ambedkar, allied by the indefeasible Constitution advisor B.N. Rao, performed this task matchlessly. Dr. Ambedkar had a clear prescription of the mutuality of the three pillars of the state: the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. He realized that the jurisdiction of each should be clear and untrammeled. At the same time, he had a sense of the importance of the role of citizens. The following observation he made is significant. The Constitution is a fundamental document. It is a document which defines the position and power of the three organs of the state: the executive, the judiciary and the legislature. It also defines the powers of the executive and the powers of the legislature as against the citizens, as we have done in our chapter dealing with the fundamental rights. In fact, the purpose of the Constitution is not merely to create the organs of the state, but to limit their authority. Because if no limitation was imposed upon the authority of the organs, there will be complete tyranny and complete oppression. Jawaharlal Nehru chose Dr. Ambedkar to be the first law minister of the independent India. This was a recognition of Dr. Ambedkar's skills in the field of law and legislation, as also a tribute to his vision of social justice, a vision which was sought to be included into the new Indian polity. But above all this was a tribute to the success of Baba Saheb Dr. Ambedkar's own campaigns against the social injustice. Who could have done that one born to Mahar family would one day become not only a law minister but a lawmaker and be held as the modern Manu? Yes. Dear students, today we are going to start from this new chapter, the new paragraph, that is fifth paragraph itself. So, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he was elected as a chairman of drafting committee. Dr. Ambedkar anticipated every conceivable requirement of the new polity. Drawing from the examples and experience of other nations and the distinctive needs of our own society, he realized brick by brick the magnificent edifice which now stands as the fundamental rights in the Constitution of India. Yes, now Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, when he was elected as a chairman of the drafting committee of Indian Constitution. So, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he was taken so many examples and experience of other nations. So, Ambedkar, when he was a drafting committee chairman, he took so many examples and experience from other nations to start this Constitution of our India. And also, he raised brick by brick. Brick by brick means he was step by step, he was taken some examples and experience of other nations for the sake of our Indian Constitution. Here that now stands as the fundamental rights of the Constitution of India. There were so many people, so many members also, they have sacrificed their life for the sake of, and also they were having so many peoples. They were for the sake of Constitution. There are so many peoples also working in the draft committee with the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Among that, there are some important persons, that is other luminaries of the committee like Alani Krishna Swami Iyer, K.M. Munshi, and then Gopala Swami Iyer, who also made major contributions to the process of constitution making. When Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was making constitution, then so many people they were giving a service, contribution to making that contributions to that constituency of our India, that Indian Constitution. Alari Krishna Swami Iyer, and also so many important persons, K.M. Munshi and Gopala Swami Iyengar, this is like this. But there is one person who will be remembered as the pilot of the various provisions of the Indian Constitution. It will surely be Dr. Ambedkar. He devolved on Dr. Ambedkar explained with a combination of a factor, tact and frankness and utmost patience. The meaning and scope of the different provisions of the Constitution. At the time of constitution making, there are so many provisions in our India. Then the B.R. Ambedkar, so he gave a preference for the provisions of that provisions when he was making constitution. Then he had a rare gift of unveiling most complicated legal concepts in a language which the layman understood. Dr. Ambedkar, aided by the identifiable constitution advisor, B.N. Rao, performed this task majestically. Like this, with the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, so many people they want to pay contributions for the sake of making these contributions, making for the sake of Indian Constitution. So at the time, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, so he said about the significance of the Constitution. The Constitution is a fundamental document. It is a written document. So about the Constitution, according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he explained that what is a Constitution? The Constitution is a fundamental document. It's a document which defines the position and power of the three organs of the states. So, according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, what is Constitution? Means Constitution is a written document. It explains about the three organs of the important organs of the duty or fundamental duty of the three organs, main pillars or organs of the states. One is legislative, second one is executive, third one is judiciary. So that state the executive, the judiciary and the legislature. It also defines the powers of the executive and the powers of the legislature as against the citizen. This constitution, it gives an explanation about the duties of the executive and also legislature. As we had done in our chapter dealing with the fundamental rights, in fact, the purpose of Constitution is not merely to create the organs of the state, but to limit their authority. Because if no limitation was imposed upon the authority of the organs, there will be a complete tyranny and complete oppression. So, among these three important organs of the state, the judiciary is very important. So, here, according to Dr. Ambedkar, what is the meaning of the Constitution is, the Constitution is a fundamental document. So, let us move another one, that paragraph, that is, Jawaharlal Nehru chose Dr. Ambedkar to be the first law minister of independent India. Yes. So, Jawaharlal Nehru, he was choose Dr. Ambedkar as a law minister of the first law minister of the independent India. There was a recognition of Ambedkar's skills in the field of law and legislation as also a tribute to his vision of the social justice. Because Dr. Ambedkar having such skills in the field of law and legislature, so that the purpose only Jawaharlal Nehru, he chose Dr. Ambedkar as a law minister, first law minister of the independent India. So Baba Saheb, he was giving some tribute to the success of Baba Saheb Ambedkar's own campaigns against the social injustice. So the Baba Saheb Ambedkar, he hated the social injustice. He wanted only the justice. So he would be the that one of her family would become only a law minister but a lawmaker. He was not a law minister but also he was a lawmaker. So like this, dear students, today we know that Ambedkar was elected as a chairman of the DOT committee, and also he gave some contributions to the Constitution of India, and also so many members they were also giving some contribution for the sake of making this Indian Constitution. So and also Dr. B.R. Ambedkar giving a definition again about what is Constitution. Constitution is a fundamental document. It also gave some ideas regarding this three organs of the important organs of the state. One is legislature, executive, and judiciary. That also what are the functions given by this, and also what are the important functions of these three organs of state. And also Jawaharlal Nehru, he was the first Prime Minister of our India. He chose the first Law Minister of India as the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, because he was having such a skill, experience regarding this law and legislature. So that purpose only Jawaharlal Nehru chose Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as a first Law Minister of India. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar also he fought against the injustice, and also he was giving some contribution to making this Constitution of our India, and also he was against the injustice. He was fought against the injustice. He was also not only a law minister but also he was a lawmaker of our India. So he had as a modern Manu. So that purpose Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was called as a modern Manu. Yes, understood this paragraphs? Any doubts, students? Yes. So these are all the aspects, these are all the things we have to learn from this paragraphs. How Dr. B.R. Ambedkar he was became a first Law Minister of our India. Who chose the Dr. Ambedkar as a first Law Minister of India? Why Dr. Ambedkar chose as a first Law Minister of India? And also, what was according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, what is the meaning of the Constitution? And how Dr. Ambedkar he contributed all those things when he is elected as a drafting committee chairman. These are all the things we are going to know from this lesson. Let us move to these new words which are introduced in this lesson. Devolve. Devolve means we perform or pass it to somebody. Second one, perception. Perception means ability to see, hear, understand. And also stative. Stative means law. Acquitted means let free. So these are all the new words are introduced in this paragraph and in this lesson. Let's we are also try to construct your own sentence using these new words. Have you understood this? Okay. Let us we are going to move these homework questions. That is, who was the chairman of drafting committee? As I told you, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar elected as the chairman of drafting committee. Second one, he raised it brick by brick. In this contest, what was realized? Rise, brick by bricks. The word used in this context. Third one is, who were the other So let us go to write this woman and also you may make the answer in your house. Yes, any doubts from these chapters? May ask any questions. You are having so many chance to follow the important qualities of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So like this, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he was a great personality of our India. He was also an important person, and for the sake of examination, this lesson also very important. So that we are going giving a good preference for this question. Maybe three or four marks questions are appearing here. So the important thing that you are going to read in this lesson. Have you understood? Have you understood this lesson? Okay. So let us. We are going to stop here. So we should continue in the next period also. Thank you very much. Yes, one more thing that you are going to know in this lesson, that is, in the 4 decades and more since independence, much progress has been achieved in providing equality of opportunities of the people, members of the scheduled caste, find the doors which had been closed to them for countries. Being open, no legal bans exist today for self-expression of self-advertisement. They are enrolling themselves in the institutes of higher learning and entirely public service. They have come to occupy his offices of state, both of the center and in the states. Judges, ambassadors, and governors has been drawn from their ranks, and they have acquitted themselves credibly in all these positions of responsibility. My dear students, one more thing I want to say here. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he want to struggle the people, those who are suppressed or depressed. They were having a chance like equality, or they are getting a good jobs, or in state or central jobs. They were became ambassadors, governors, and other important official workers, and also they have want to serve for the sake of society in our nation. So this thing also told by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Governors have been served right, and they have acquitted themselves credibly in all these positions of responsibility. All those officers, the important persons, taken so many responsibility things here. And yet much remains to be done on the social plane, and annual reports of the commissioners of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes to list several violations of law, and several instances were not withstanding the status quo. Members of the scheduled caste have been discriminated against. Baba Saheb Ambedkar's work will be duly complete only when social discrimination is completely eliminated from our society. Here, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar also struggled about the social discrimination. So Dr. Ambedkar we find out that social discrimination in our society. He also fought for the sake of against the social discriminations. He tried to root out these social discriminations from our nation or from our society. Like this, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar also struggled against this social injustice and also social discrimination, and also he gave some support for this, depressed or ST people. They were elected or they were being officials in the state and central government, like governors and ambassadors and judiciary section. Like this, they have tried to give a good opportunity in this that equality or that chance given in the government officials. Like this, the people, those who are suppressing or depressing in our country or in our India, the Ambedkar, we want to struggle against that, those things, social injustice and social discriminations. So Babasaheb Ambedkar always stressed the importance of the constitutional methods to achieve social objectives. In an interesting observation, he once described the methods of evil disobedience, non-cooperation and satyagraha as the grammar of anarchy. The observation assumes the importance of the contest of public assassination in free India. It is the one thing to utilize these methods in a struggle against power. The right to be rebellion of recognized against the government without people's consent, be it and fair elections, misdirected and volatile. Such accusations invariably result in the loss of lives and public property. So it is also told by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So dear students, like this, a great personality like Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he was called as the modern Manu of our India. He contributed so many things for the sake of Constitution, and also he was a great personality of our India. Let us be going to stop this lesson here. We continue in the next class. Thank you very much.